Unity is not a suggestion. It is not optional. It is not sentimental. It is not just a good idea. Unity is heaven's strategy for earthly dominion. Jesus did not say the world would know we are his disciples because of our talent. He did not say they would know because of our buildings, our budgets, our branding, or our platforms. He said they would know because of our oneness. In John 17, Jesus prayed something radical. He prayed that we would be one, just as he and the Father are one. And then he said something even more powerful, that the world may believe that you sent me. Catch that? Our unity validates his divinity. Our oneness becomes evidence of his lordship. If we are divided, the world questions. If we are united, the world sees. So unity is our defining marker as kingdom disciples. Unity is not a feeling. It is not a vibe. It is not a song we sang on Sunday. It is not holding hands during worship. Unity is a strategy. It is a spiritual alignment around the will, word, and ways of God. You don't feel unity. You choose unity. Because unity requires humility. Unity requires dying to ego. Unity requires preferring your brother. Unity requires crucifying pride. And pride is the oldest weapon Satan ever used. Lucifer fell because of pride. Adam and Eve fell because of pride. Kingdoms fall because of pride. Division always begins where pride is protected. And when believers protect pride more than purpose, division becomes inevitable. Unity is not emotional harmony. Unity is intentional agreement under divine authority. To live divided, whether at home, work, church, community, or nation, is not neutral. Division is not just personality differences. Division is spiritual surrender. When believers fight one another, heaven's agenda is delayed. When churches compete instead of collaborate, the kingdom loses influence. When families war within themselves, spiritual authority weakens. Jesus said a house divided against itself cannot stand. Division friends, fractures authority. And whenever unity is broken, spiritual momentum is lost. When we choose division, we are not simply disagreeing. We are relinquishing spiritual authority on the altar of discord. And the enemy understands something many believers forget. We are stronger together. That's why he attacks relationships. That's why he sows suspicion. That's why he magnifies offenses. That's why he whispers narratives. If he can divide us, he can diminish us. But when we stand together, hell trembles. Look at Acts chapter 2. They were all together in one accord, one place, one mind, one expectation. And when unity met obedience, the Spirit fell. Unity preceded outpouring. It always does. In the Old Testament, whenever Israel stood united under God's authority, they won battles they should have lost. But when they fractured internally, they were conquered externally. This principle hasn't changed. We pray for revival, but revival only flows where unity lives. We ask for breakthrough, but breakthrough accelerates where alignment exists. We desire influence, but influence increases where collaboration replaces competition. Unity, my friend, multiplies strength, but division multiplies vulnerability. Two are better than one, and a threefold cord is not easily broken. When we pray together, our faith expands. When we worship together, our strength multiplies. When we believe together, courage rises. We are stronger together, but we are weaker apart. Unity is not uniformity. It does not mean sameness. It means shared submission to Christ. Different gifts, different backgrounds, different perspectives. One Lord, one Spirit, one mission. Unity means we work with each other rather than against each other. We celebrate instead of compete. We build instead of criticize. We correct with love instead of condemn with ego. At home, we celebrate instead of compete. We build instead of criticize. We correct with love instead of condemn with ego. We must work together, pray together, believe together, worship together, rejoice together, because the kingdom advances fastest when the body moves as one. Imagine what would happen if believers truly locked arms. Imagine churches in a city praying for each other instead of competing. Imagine families refusing to let offense win. Imagine leaders choosing humility over platform. The world would see something it cannot manufacture: kingdom unity. And when the world sees unity, it sees Christ. Unity is not weakness. It is warfare. Unity is not compromise. It is strategy. Unity is not optional. It is our defining marker. So let us choose oneness over offense, collaboration over competition, alignment over ego, purpose over pride, because we are stronger together. And when we walk as one, God's rule is manifested on earth. May we be the generation that understands that unity is how the kingdom advances, and oneness is how the world believes.